right. Okay. We're back. And we're streaming. And we're scheming. And we're getting back to Duviri. The Duviri paradox. Because there was a lot to it. And there's even more to it. And not only is there more to it, but I need to finish it in order to get well, in order to get where do I start? I just enter the kingdom of Duviri, I guess. I go probably over here. No. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, there's, as I said, just more to it. More than I thought there would be. Yeah, let's clear the previous. I got all these chats. I've been selling frenzied postures, been making my plats. Animal mods. Tag 'em and bag 'em. This is like the easiest thing for me to actually farm right now without having to pay that much attention. It's Tesh and Gunnett's on. See if I can remember how to do all of this. Let's see, is this the Febreze Hamlet? What's going on? Okay. Yeah, it's Duviri pair of docks. What do you think? You know? I love that I fell into the acid. Again? I didn't even realize. It all runs together. See, I wish I landed on the pair of docks. That would have been the way to do it. I have to connect a generator tower. Okay, we're off-roading again, so. Just shoot these? I don't like that, you know, why can't I bullet jump? No? Come on. Let my man bullet jump. Okay. Melee heavy attack shockwave. Reduce the efficiency. Corrosive grants armor. I don't know if let's just get the efficiency and cooldown then. Probably not the best one to pick up, but hey.
I know those ducks. They're the ones that like to use me as a target for the spitting contests. Even the score.
We're just gonna roll up and up. Try and remember how to play this. Okay. Ba da 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 da. Do 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 do. Okay. There was a button for actually locking on for controller, but of course I'm not gonna remember it. Okay, come on. Come on, man. What are we doing? Can we only, like, double jump with the horse? You gotta be kidding me. You Dax ladies can come and fight me up here. They're not gonna, are they? Dax bastards. Okay, alright. Yeah. Okay, come on. Nonsense. Alright, Target's 10% more vulnerable with every shot. Alright, you can toxin while sliding.
Behind his acts of kindness and generosity lay but one thought. How can this performance benefit me?
Alright, we're back to being the boy. And straight into the void we go. Amazing.
Without it, she's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
Not really. Perhaps you should make your way inside for a little...
The golden cradle.
This asset is destined to be destroyed by hostile forces. Intervene and change its fate. The enemy musters for a fresh assault. Hold the line.
Hold the line, Tenno. Okay. Fire up. Bunch of guys coming from over here. Yeah. Do your squats.
No time to rest. Already a new onslaught.
We're not resting. We're getting our fitness in. That's right. My Warframe workout regime, you too can go from being a potato to being a 6th forma fighter. And these easy steps. Between every mission, you gotta do 10 squats. Oh, come on. Let me just shoot the guy. Okay. You have been very, very naughty. Alright, take care of that fool.
This battle is already half won.
Yeah, and winning's half the battle.
Prepare yourself. A fresh wave approaches.
A fresh wave. I like that, you know, old man Teshin gets to be, you know, my commentator man. I did not have to do 2 of those. That is overkill by any measure. Okay. Hey, what's up? Okay. I would be too. But yeah, you know, you just gotta get your pump in between parts, you know.
The things I did
Oh boy.
supposed to break her, not make her his favorite.
No, these are all good.
To be the one who was loved.
I'm gonna take the melee hits twice. Melee hit twice. Alright, let's Okay, alright. That's cool. Just getting slapped around town, you know? Oh, jeez. I'm glad that Keith is so capable. Let's let's get onto the floor. It's one of these figurines.
It wasn't me that started stirring up this mess with the executions. You got it in your head to get out. Don't you see now? These stories are for you. For us.
Yeah, your pearls are sagging. I don't know what's going on. So, I assume the idea, right, is that this guy's another 10-0, as far as I can tell.
No.
Dang. Okay. Boop.
Nothing's worse than anger, right? It burns your lungs. It ashes the trees. But you can see it, right?
You shouldn't have spent plat on that little decoration, Taro.
Maybe something new sprouts up. But resentment. Resentment is desolation. It salts the soil so that nothing ever grows again.
Didn't see it coming, did you? That I was just using you. You think there's some magic land outside of here? All there is war.
Frame.
Suffering.
Frame.
Understand? Do really? You keep calling this a prison, but you know what it really is. It's the only place in the entire universe that is actually
A roguelike video game. Oh, yeah, that too. I undercut the...
you had it all. The whole world to yourself. But you were born ungrateful. You had to bite the hand that feeds.
I don't like that my roots look green here.
Like what?
Once upon a time, there was a dying old man.
This is really funny that Excalibur slash dashed that fool. See, if I would have picked any of the other ones, you know, it wouldn't have...
Lay on his bed, dying. He called to each of his
Okay, just survive. You always like whenever... this is kind of a trope in video games, right? Whenever they give you, like, objective, survive! You know? It's, usually it's cool. Okay, lady.
Do not shout. You'll all be able to see.
Yeah, I remember that my melee is actually kind of souped up right now. It hits twice because it's so nice.
When each did hear his rasping call, they answered with a hollow breath.
Passion! Passion!
Escape through the port. Ba, 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 through the portal. And we're safe. And by safe, I mean it looks like we have another survive.
So they came to his bedside, one by one, and his firstborn knelt there. And the old man said, my child, why be your eyes so dry? And the firstborn said, so that I might be strong, father. And so the old man gave to them the deeds for all his lands.
Okay. Dry eyes. Try having the deed to all your lands. Oh yeah, you double up everything. Double, double, triple. It's time for Duviri.
To his second-born he said again, my child, why be your eyes so dry? And his second child said, I shed no tears, father, for I chose now to remember only the joy you made of my life. And so unto him the old man gave his family home.
I already gave away all of his property. What's going on here? You know, it sounds like these kids just have like a genetic problem where their eyes are simply too dry. And, you know,
He said again, my child, you are my favorite of all. Why show you no feelings at all?
and that child was like, Dad, I'm on the spectrum, you know this. The way that I express my emotions is different from you. And then his father understood.
And the last child said to him,
No, what do you say
I
though?
feel nothing, for it was I who has killed you.
Darn. A lot of fratricide. Lots of family killing each other in Warframe. You know?
Where is he?
Don't you worry. Justice comes swiftly in my kingdom.
Oh. Yeah, get stabbed right in the junk. You know, you didn't need to do that. I had him. Kill stealing SOB. We both get the drops, dude. Like, come on. I guess you were just like, you were feeling it, you know. I assume that was, I don't know, actually. I'm not sure if I should interpret that as Teshin has always been Duviri construct, or if there actually is a Teshin and they got swapperinoed. I'm not entirely positive what, like I said, what I should take that as. So maybe I could read that as little Tara was upset that the person, either they took away the person that always pet them, or the person that pet them was a vile monster. But, you know, if you have a pet, give them pets. Can you halt in the name of the king? I don't have any clever to say. I'm just gonna slice you. So Duviri thinks I should just play along in this pocket dimension because it's fun that way. But we were rebelling because we believe that there's an outside world, and that we're not just forever trapped in this plane of the mindscape of Duviri here. Which, you know, I think that's reasonable, especially given the connection that we made with ourselves. We had a little Tinno powwow. Oh yeah, I don't want to hear it. Like the little flags in the wind. I will say this is all very visually nice. It's a nice change of pace. But I can definitely see how the type of person who would make this would want to make Warframe. I will say that the drifter controls aren't quite as tight as I'd like them to be. But I've been spoiled by like the Neo franchise and other character action games that are really good. I'm hoping the Onimusha game that's coming out is going to be good too. Okay. Thanks to the horse, jerk. What? Yeah, the demo for that Onimusha game dropped. But here I am playing Warframe. What? Again, gotta really hand it to you. You see, if it was an ant, then we would have a firearm. Okay, I'll leave the terrible puns aside. I wonder what I'm gonna need by all these little things. Okay, can we? But yeah, just a little bit of the animation locking in this. You know, it is a little, say clunky. It just locks you in a way that doesn't have as much freedom of movement, and then the movement can be very like slidey and floaty. Which is weird because the movement in the main game is actually really good, and I don't know why it's as limited for the drifter. But I also know that you know, this game used to have like way worse movement, so. And by this game I mean Warframe, not Duviri. I assume that they wanted the Drifter and your Warframes to still have slightly different movement to prioritize you using the horse, as well as, oh boy. Should probably heal. But to prioritize the horse use and just to differentiate, the Warframes are still really cool. You know? You don't want to completely overwrite that. It's just that, yeah, like, yeah, and you know how to make it feel good to move around in your world. Digital Extremes.
Tashin, take care. Terra. Omi. Farewell. You feel now. I am.
Yeah. Fantastic. I wasn't thinking that we would transference and control one of these, but it is really great that we get to. Come on now. Let me melt his ass.
Childish tantrum right now.
You ever play this game whenever you were kids? Not Warframe, but it was like a game I played whenever I was overseas, where you'd all line up in two different really long lines, basically. Maybe two or three. It was fun whenever you had like more than two, but three or four, it was a lot of fun. And basically, everyone had to hold on to like the person in front of them in the line. So you were like this big linked kind of line of people, and you had to just try to break the other people's lines without your own falling apart. I think the goal was maybe to grab the person at the back of another line, kind of like weird snake game. Yeah, would you love me if I was a giant worm? Yeah, sure to know. Yeah, there's gotta be a point where you just hop down from your chair, buddy. It's cute perspective. But yeah, good to know that Hessian wasn't always just a fiction construct evil guy that was having us played. I feel like the Expedition 33 developers saw this and went, yeah, that's what we want to hit. That's our vibe.
Mine! You can have it.
Dang. Dang and darn. There was a part very early in this where I was running on the street.
Is this real? Or some fevered
Someone said, there goes the king. And I thought, do they mean me? Am I actually supposed to be the king?
did it? You took control.
I always had it. Thrax didn't make this place.
He did. But you reset it. You gave it all back to him. Why?
Yeah.
Guess it felt like a good trade. So, what's next?
Those beyond the wall have helped you. You will need to repay that debt.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It feels like the Expedition 33 people were very inspired by that sort of visual.
Through the paradox and out.
I would not be surprised.
Be warned. You will not be as you are now, but as you were then. Do you see it? The other side.
I see it.
What will you do?
Well, for now, we're going to leave. I love that the images that we have, it's like, oh, you can go back to those Grenier shitters, or you can stay in the cool horse world. Yeah, we'll leave for now.
Sometimes you get stuck. Sometimes you go numb. The color drains away. You stop trying. And that just feeds the spiral going down. Maybe you'll get lucky one day. You see yourself in the mirror and snap out of it. But for some of us, it takes more. A friend, a stranger, a story. Helping hand.
Ha! Ah! A helping hand, because the hand helped us. Anyway. But who was hand? I must ask. Do we ever know who was the hand? I believe it was us from the other world, but that's just my belief. Yeah. All right. Well, that was Duviri. Inbox. Got some inbox messages. Oh, cool. I can have that sword. Well, okay, this is what I need. It's not just that sword. It is specifically Teshin's swords, which is cool. Persuading the Zaraman's own resident archivist to allow me to access your residence was not easy. A fearsome entity called Melika. She insisted I needed a pass prepared by my teacher. In case we had not already spoken, I am Archivist of Duviri, and I believe I know who you are. Better, perhaps, than you do. As a token of trust, I enclose this curious blueprint. The blades are modeled on Master Teshin's, but weighted for Warframe use. Clearly, they are meant for you, Acrithis. These items have been delivered to your inventory. Okay, so they give me a dual Nikana stance, and then an instructor storybook by Eularian Trotti. Let's see what Kay's gonna say. Oh, just having lunch. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Cool. I guess you gotta go and... You have to go and do more Duviri to get the stuff to do the thing, to get the stuff to do the thing. When is Warframe not going to go and do stuff to get the thing, to get the stuff to do the thing, to get the stuff to do the thing, so that you can have the thing that will make you more good at doing the other thing? That's this whole game. It's, you know. I like that it looks like Goss is like, ugh, Ortis. Ugh. I don't know why he's looking back at the helmet. It's like, there's something over there for him. Yeah, I was, you know, the first thing, I will say the first thing that I bought for Plat in the entire game, I was told, like, I was like, no, why'd you do that? Because I bought this stance, because I thought this stance was really cool. And let me tell you, it still is. I still put it on Warframes. You know? And I know I could, like, unlock it by doing other stuff, you know, whatever. It's like a Revenant stance, I think. Anyway, I don't care. I'm glad I could put it on everyone. Everyone could be like, I got the fists. I'm like, hey, you. It's gonna happen. Now, I'm not crazy about this, like, Super Saiyan power-up maneuver he always does whenever I idle too long, but I do just like the stance. It's better if they stay looking forward. Anyway. But yeah, I guess let's do Duviri Paradox, if that's, you know, that's the whole of it. You know, I mean, there's gonna be more, I suppose, there will be more, like, running around inside of Duviri as to do missions and things like that. But that was really cool. And I look forward to actually doing the Duviri stuff. I apparently can now start working on Incarnate weapons, so that'll be exciting. I have a lot of weapons that I'd love to see get powered up. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I'm going to call the stream here, because the next time that I stream, I want to watch the trailers first for New War, and then do as much of New War as I can get in one stream, but I got some things coming up in, you know, roughly an hour or so I won't have time to really get into that, and I don't want to break up too much of that content. So, whenever I have a good day, and some time to myself, and I'm looking to do it, I will stream that, and the VOD will be around if, you know, whatever, if you don't get to stream. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and this has been my first time playing through the Duviri Paradox. I think that was pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. So yeah, take care. Bye-bye. Bye now. Go home.